Alright, I got myself a couple of hot dogs. The cats, they have been fed. Let's continue this training montage. I think I gotta take care of our units after that last battle. I really wish... Oh, my controller turned off. That I didn't have to click into it anymore. Hello? Oh, you gotta read my controller? Hello? Well, now it's just not reading it at all. What's happening? Oops. Click the wrong thing. Let me see here. No microphone picked that up because I have the audio coming out of the speakers right now. It's like getting 2 for 1, but you're further away from joining our pilgrimage. Okay. So I think I need to restart the game or something, because it's not... Did I save? I don't think I saved. I think I did save. I noticed there doesn't seem to be a timer for like how long you've been playing like in the old versions. Let me restart the game. It's being a bit funky. But is it like a JetBlue holiday? Now it's reading my controller. Alright, chat, so what do you all put on your still not reading it when it doesn't focus, but whatever. What do you put on your hot dogs? Y'all good over there? It's just going at it, man. I think Catsby did a hiss there. That's what might have been getting his ass handed to him. Y'all good? Stevie keeps touching Catsby's favorite toy like, I touch. Like that's what they were fighting over. It's like, I'm touching it. I'm touching it. What you gonna do about it? I'm touching it. He's got little brother energy. Okay.
You cool? looking for aught in particular? After aught in particular? And who is this for? Most fetching. A fine bird. May I be of further assistance? Don't be...
Sometimes using the D-pad, it just doesn't want to go to the dot I want it to go to. I should probably use the left stick for that more.
I stand ready. Time to fight.
Let's have it.
Ready.
No turning back. I'm not done yet.
One step at a time. Not bad.
My turn, is it? It's now or never.
You called?
Do you want something?
What?
Oi, oi.
What do you need?
Welcome, by all means. A fine choice. Very good, sir. A fine choice. Very good, sir. May I help with aught else? Or catch your eye? Are you happy? Thank you for... Are you happy? Are you any... Are you happy? Thank you. Are you any? Will that be your eye or what?
I stand ready.
Hot dogs eaten. Chocobo Farm started.
Understood.
Ready and willing.
Time to fight.
To battle.
Straight down cat violence. I like it.
I won't lose.
Well, the game does give us 50 unit slots, so we might incorporate more monsters, but we don't have anybody working toward an order at the moment.
I've got work to do.
No, we're playing on night mode, middle difficulty, which is still apparently slightly easier than the original game. But that is something that you can switch at any time. But so Rhonda just asked if when I finish it on the night mode, am I gonna play it on the do like a full playthrough on Tactician? I probably will. Maybe not immediately, but I probably will play on Tactician at some point. I kind of wish there was a difficulty that was the exact same as the original. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Tactician is from what I understand, it's mainly boosts to enemy damage and reduction of your damage. But they've changed things to where even normal mode is easier than the original because, like, especially in the beginning, they weakened certain enemies. Oh, they do get an HP and MP bonus. See, that's the thing, like, I noticed this mainly in the original, like, in the first opening battles, that the, like, in the first battle in Garland, and even in the tutorial battle I noticed this, but in Garland, some enemies have 5 speed, like, a speed stat of 5, and that's not, that everybody should be 6, because everybody's just, like, a level 1 squire, right, or chemist, and a level 1 chemist or squire has raw speed, like newly generated unit has a raw speed value that gives you a speed of 6. So for some of the enemies having a speed of 5, in general, almost, or not almost, but every time you play the original or War of the Lions, the leader moves first, because basically everybody's speed ties, so everybody hits 100 CT at the same time. And the way it resolves those speed ties is just the order of the units in memory, right? Which Delita goes first, then all the enemies, and then Ramza. And instead of that, it's like Delita went, then one enemy went, or 2 enemies went, and then Ramza's turn. I was like, huh? It really threw me off. But so maybe, you know, the stat boosts make it a little bit closer to the original in that regard, but then they also boost the damage values. So it's like kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it more as this is like its own, the enhanced version is its own version of the game, right? And in that respect, I like it. It's good. The quality of the quality of life is really nice. Like I'm having fun, right? So I don't, what I'm saying is not like, oh, this game is horrible or anything like that by any means. I don't mean that. But I guess what I'm saying is like I wish there was something where it was like the difficulty of the original in the enhanced version. And while yes, I could just play the original launch through this, right? I won't have the voice acting. And I don't know what other QOL won't be around. So those are sort of the things that are like going on in my head in relation to the game.
Be at ease.
I mean, realistically, like, a mod, if mods become possible for this game, which, you know, I say it that way because this does have, like, DRM, de Nouveau or whatever, so it might be difficult to mod, at least initially. But, like, something that restores the enemy stats to be what they were in the original, like, I'd enjoy that. But otherwise, like, I mean, I never really played much with mods on, you know, War of the Lions or the original, so I like the game the way that it is. And that's not to say that people who enjoy the mods hate the way that it is, but I tend to not play mods in general a whole lot. Sort of depends on the game, as well. Like, obviously, I do play Evolution X, which is technically a source port mod kind of thing, but it's very much QOL and bug fixes and doesn't really change core gameplay, right? And a lot of times mods distinguish themselves from the original game by changing core gameplay and stuff. So I think that's more of where it's like, for me personally, why I tend to be less, or where I tend to be less interested in mods. But sometimes mods can be fun, even the ones that change core gameplay. It's like something to check out. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Galaxy Stop. So actually, wait, let's look at something with Zodiac compatibility really quick.
Very well.
You know what? Wait, it's probably actually... I'm gonna guess it would be
Within
in...
my historical records. Let us speak
Yes.
on this again.
Stratagems for battle?
Knowledge comes clarity.
And then maybe there's something in here. Advanced. There's got to be something in here. Oh, here we go. So if you go to stratagems for battle, because yeah, in the old versions, in the party screen or roster screen, you could hit select on a unit's zodiac sign to see this type of information. It's now in the Chronicle. Yeah. But it also shows you the zodiac compatibility when you are selecting a move. So like when you target an enemy, on the left is the accuracy percentage, and then on to the right of that is a percentage that shows you the damage modifier from the zodiac matchup. So that's another way that you can check live in battle. Like it's not quite as... Yeah. The 3-star icon means the zodiac compatibility. Another thing I noticed that's a little bit different with unit control is, like, in the original, you can pause the battle and like move the cursor around in this as well, just like you could in the old versions. But you can't, like in the old versions though, say you want to use auto battle, you could use that opportunity, pause it, and then issue, if you pause it on a monster turn, then you could just do it for everyone. If you do it on one of your units, or it becomes one of your units turn, then you just do everybody except that unit, and you do that unit last. You could issue everybody auto orders. From what I can tell so far, you can only do auto orders on that unit's turn, which makes it a little bit slower to give auto orders in a way, but that's a difference that I noticed.
A warm welcome to you. You're interested then?
Now, are these reports voice acted?
An errand's been completed, with a full report on the outcome. Right then, tell us how it went.
The task was a great success. I have no doubt this will be a cherished memory for us all.
It is, in fact, not voice acted. Alright, I'll read it. A Miner's Tale. A gold rush some years ago led to the establishment of several towns at the foot of Mount Oribus, and for a time the mountain crawled with prospectors. However, the amount of gold soon dwindled, the miners upped and left, and the settlements became not more than ghost towns. With few clues to go on, we made a brief stop at one of the mines, and recovered a measly amount of gold. All that remains of the miners' dreams are the tears of the old man in the tavern who told us this tale. So that's kind of cool that you get a bit more info on what happened.
Exceed that which was expected of us. Your praise will be payment enough.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Oh, cool. I mean, that's kind of cool. I kind of wish that thing was voice acted, but I also understand, like, no, why it's not.
Who are you sending? How many days will you allow for this work? Anyone you send on an errand won't be available to fight till they return. Happy with these terms? Understood. You leave the rest to me. Let's hope for a favourable outcome. Anything else I can help you with? Come back soon now.
You called?
What do you need?
What is it?
What is it?
Welcome. Take good choice. This is your... It won't be... May I help with all I await?
I think one of the accents sounds like more like a Scottish accent too. So I mean there are a little bit different accents.
Very well.
I'm also not familiar with necessarily like where all the voice actors are from.
Right.
But I think that was the thing Rhonda was telling me in another game. There was like a thing going on where they made the voice actors act in an accent that wasn't theirs, but I forget if it was they made them sound American when they were English, or if they made them sound English when they were American. Do you remember, Rhonda? Which way was that?
Leave this to me.
We made all of this.
No turning back.
Okay, yeah, so a game Wuthering Waves, they made everybody do an American accent no matter what their original, or like their natural accent is. So that does sometimes happen with games. They did change it eventually in Wuthering Waves. Now obviously this doesn't get content updates like a game like Wuthering Waves, so it's probably not going to change, but pig farming? Probably not. I mean, we might get a pig eventually, but I'm not really doing like abuse of the mechanics. It's intended to be a joke in this game. I mean, part of that could be, like, some of the word choice, too, maybe. Like, I kind of get what you mean, like, something sounds a little bit off and you can't quite put your finger on what it is. So, I can kind of get that. But I wonder if it could be tied to, like, a lot of the word choice in the scripting, maybe. Because it's like... They said they based the enhanced version script on the War of the Lions, but tweaked it to be better for spoken word. So I'm wondering if that could be part of it, right? So it's like kind of Old Englishy, but like not exactly Old Englishy. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. I think MWG did that. He was saying like the tier 2 and tier 3 pigs are like 15k gil each at the den. But I mean, when we get an order, we might try to collect some of the other types of monsters, especially if we don't clutter our inventory or our roster up with generics named after chatters, which nobody's redeemed that. I mean, I did make it expensive, but
I'll do what I can.
oh, apparently the gear that was locked to by gender is no longer locked by gender. So like the ribbon and the chantage, those can be equipped by anybody now. I forgot we had Shockwave. I think jobs are still locked by gender like that. Because like the MA and PA split are still there. Oh, hey. We got a black chocobo. Nice.
You called? Interesting. Mm-hmm. What is it?
All right.
Hmm?
I see.
I was probably talking with Rhonda. It wasn't an accidental mic mute, though. I forget what I was doing the last, like, 5 minutes. My brain is just like, what were we doing the last 5 minutes? I don't fucking know. But yeah, right now I've got the game audio coming out of my speakers. Oh, you can now? What did you do? How did you do it? I'm like mixing mouse control when I'm going through the roster because it's easier for clicking back in and out. But if I could just use my controller and like not focus the game at all, turn the game on, have it on my left screen, this on your right screen. And see, that's kind of what I like. Yeah, and yesterday I was doing the same thing where, you know, and today, game is on my main monitor in front of me, and then chat, y'all, and everything else that I've got going is on my right monitor. Like, I want that. I want it to take the controller inputs when the game window doesn't have focus. Well, we did a reboot of the game, and that didn't seem to fix it. We can try again, though, real quick, because it boots up pretty darn fast. But, like, if we could figure that out, a consistent way to do it, and it's not a bug and they don't patch it out, or maybe they could patch it in for us, I would love for it to take controller input. Like, not keyboard input, but controller input. And turn the controller on after it started? Maybe. It actually could be that. I'm gonna try that, Glenn, because I think that's what I did the first time we played it. In all honesty. So I'm gonna try that. Real quick. Oops, I keep forgetting. Save us in here. Alright, save. Yeah, but I was saying, like, so I've got this set up, and today the Dagroth, I'm not using the mic as heavily. Rhonda and I are kind of watching some YouTube videos on her computer. She's playing a game as well. So I am using the mic a little bit less. She was up and about making herself dinner, so we didn't have any like other background noise going. But that's why you might see the model's mouth moving and stuff. today at least, there's a 95% chance that I didn't accidentally leave myself muted when that's the case. But sometimes I do accidentally leave myself muted, and chat doesn't say anything when it's actually the case.
See you mute and talk.
Yeah. Okay, I just disconnected the controller. My controller's actually low battery too. It's at like 37%, so I'm probably gonna have to forego the controller anyway soon, but let me get into the game too and load our game. All right, and then I'll turn the controller back on. Oh, you know, it's not reading the controller at all now. Hold on. Okay, now we're reading the controller. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think I figured it out, Glenn, at least for my particular setup. I am using a PlayStation 4 DualShock controller. I have a program called DS for Windows that I use for that controller to change like the input, because by default it's read as like an Xbox controller. And so I change it over to a PS4 controller, and I typically do that for like when I'm using the PPSSPP program, right, for the PSP emulator, and some other things too. But in DS for Windows, if I use the default profile, which is a virtual Xbox 360 controller, currently DS for Windows has focus, and it's working. Now, I think that's only part of the equation, because I was just playing earlier with the PS4 controller profile selected, and it was working just fine when the game had focus, right? Because I had turned the controller on and then launched the game. But if I have the now having launched the game and then turned the controller on, if I'm on the PS4 profile for the controller, even with focus, it's not doing anything. So I think there's something there with either it being a virtual X360 controller or just with like Xbox 360 controllers. That plus turning it on after launching the game is kind of the magic. As long as it stays like that and I can continue to use controller and have focus out of the game, I'll be a happy camper. I think that was happening. Wait, was that not what was happening? No, wait. Did you somehow have what? No, it's not working. No. Did you just make me a liar, computer? Wait, where did DS4... No, DS4 Windows is open. It's just wasn't on the... What? Why are you suddenly doing this? Now it's like... It's still not using the controller when PS4 controller profile is selected and the game has focus. But now it's also... It was working. Now it won't read. Oh, hey. I didn't know I could click mouse and scroll like that. That's cool. That's... Hello? Now it's just stuck going to the right. Now it's gone. Being suspected of heresy. I am again sad. I am now sad again. Because we almost had it. And now just randomly start. Okay. Wait. Maybe if I turn it off. And then turn it back on. Everything will magically work. And I just need to make sure that the game never comes into focus. Because that might have been part of the problem. The game came in focus for a minute and just... Well, I was clicking in and out of it. Now it just seems to hate me. It's on default. PS4. What if I just quit DS4 Windows? And then turn my controller off and turn it back on. Oh, the game is still not reading my controller at all. Oh, what? Now it is? Or did I do that with the mouse somehow? Oh, okay. It's reading the controller with focus. But not without. The plot thickens. But I don't know why the plot thickens. Let's try this one more time. If it doesn't work, I don't know. I'd say I'll try to figure it out offline, but I'm, like, pretty much online all day, so... Yeah. Wait. I didn't want to turn the controller on first. And then my controller's just gonna be like, by the way, I'm out of batteries. By the time we get it working the way I want it to, probably. Not reading my controller at all right now. Oh, what if I launched it? Hello? Well, I can't show what the controller is apparently doing on stream, but I'm trying to use the search bar by hitting the Windows key, and it's just constantly going up. Apparently a trending search is Keith Urban girlfriend. I don't know what that's about. Wheel of Fortune, $1 million winners, government shutdown 2025, Jane Goodall, Nicole Kidman, Tilly Norwood, Bad Bunny.
Love some Bad Bunny. Oh. Nicole Kidman filed for a divorce.
Oh, Nicole Kidman apparently filed for a divorce. I guess that's... Controller, can you shut off? I'm holding the PlayStation button down, and it's just like, nah, I'm not gonna shut off. There we go.
He probably beat it as he has.
Actually, now that I think about it, I can't even launch DS for Windows through the search bar, so you know. Now it's taking inputs while it's not in focus. I don't know. There's some way to make it happen. I'm not clicking on the game. I'm not clicking on the game. It's doing what I want it to do. I'm just gonna be content with that. Until the battery's low and I gotta charge it. I have to switch to keyboard anyway. Okay, there we go. So I think we recorded everything there. Yeah, okay. So it's a little bit older. It's of a PlayStation 4 DualShock controller N9. And if I'm remembering right, when I have it plugged in, I think the port or something is loose on the back. There was some aspect of it that I did not like using it plugged in. So I've been using it through the Bluetooth. I almost said green tooth. I thought green tooth, and I was like, no, that's not right.
Very well. Ready.
Right. Let's have it.
No turning back.
I mean, I could try plugging it in if I can find a plug for it and see. I don't know. When the battery gets low, we'll figure it out.
I see.
Only one thing for it. Right then.
think that translation is the same in War of the Lions. I mean, they could have called it Choco Balls. That would have been funny.
See that?
You called?
Oh, that looks so cute when you pick up the chocobos to move them.
What do you need?
I see. Me?
Welcome. Take it you're in safe hands with me. This is your most... May I help with a good choice? May I don't be...
Oh, the class web. When you're looking at a unit's jobs and all the JP that they have and on and everything, if you press, for me, it's square. It should be one of the controls in the bottom left corner of the screen. It'll tell you what to hit for it. I think it's called job progression or something like that.
I stand ready.
Let's go.
Lead the way.
I am yours to command. At the ready.
The knight's abilities will also trigger twice. So if you, like, for example, try to break weapon, it will fire off twice, trying to break the weapon twice. That actually, I think it saved the AI run in one of the Wheatgraph fights. A ninja with the break abilities went up to Wheatgraph, swung, the first break weapon missed, and then the second break weapon hit.
Now then. Ready and able.
We can win this.
Whatever it takes.
In War of the Lines, it also applies to Balthiers, so you can use his barrage, which is 4 attacks in a row, dual-wielding guns, and get 8 attacks off.
Excellent.
We didn't give her a knife. Whoops.
Never felt better.
I go.
I love being able to check damage by moving into range, check the damage, and then run back. Now I'm saving up for steel weapon for her.
I can do this.
Sorry, my friends.
Come on! No turning back.
Where to?
There is a cat really demanding attention from me right now.
Are you kidding?
Struggle no more.
Damn you.
My efforts are rewarded.
Now then. Ha! Obvious.
I'm currently swinging a toy around Catsby, and he's just not. I don't know what he wants.
I won't disappoint.
Here I go.
I can do this.
You cannot resist.
Hold still. I'm getting better at this.
I almost clicked into the game.
You called?
Hold on a sec, chat. I gotta see what the heck Gatsby wants. Why he is incessantly meowing at me.
I think.
So I was gonna try and pick Catsby up, and then I realized I wouldn't be able to do what I wanted to do while holding him. So I asked Rhonda to pick him up, and he didn't want to be picked up right now. He rolled, he popped and weaved, man. I was gonna try and just like have him in my lap, because since this chair has a leg rest, like I put that out a little bit. I was gonna sit cross-legged, just have him in my lap. I got a blanket. I was gonna wrap him in it, like, you know, hold him, cuddle him a bit. No, I don't know what he wants. I tried playing with a toy. I guess he doesn't want to play with that toy, but he didn't bring his favorite toy over, so I don't know. It is what it is.
Greetings. How much you're in safe hands with me? May I be I
Very well.
Let's go.
No turning back.
My turn, is it? This can't be happening.
I must be decisive. A proud moment. Hard work pays off.
too slow.
You're mine!
Let me think.
Alright, I have to play with Gatsby for a few minutes because he is just meowing and pawing at me and about to start putting his claws in my chair. So I'm going to take like a 10-minute break or so to play with Gatsby, and then we'll be back.